Hey everyone, it's Final Round and my name is Jordan and we are to the two greatest words in sports, Game 5 of the WNBA Finals. I know you're all excited. This is going to be on Sunday. I know you're going to switch over from your NFL games and tune in to this game, championship game, winner takes all. This probably should have been scheduled on a Monday at 5 o'clock before Monday Night Football. I don't know why they're trying to compete with the NFL, but it is what it is. Final game of the WNBA season, obviously. We started from the beginning. We learned a ton about these players all the way through. So we're finishing off here, and then we're going to get back to NBA and go through that season. I will say there's been some just ups and downs about my thoughts of the WNBA and the players and the lines and about sports betting in general with the WNBA. I will say I did enjoy the process. I am getting sports cards now of some of the players, and I do enjoy collecting those because I know who they are now. So we're finally here. A lot of lines have been boosted up for players like Courtney Williams. Her points plus assist is now like 3 to 4 higher than it's been as of late. And this series has been difficult in the second half. You'll see like the last game, they scored, both teams looked like they were on pace for 100, and then in the second half they each scored like around 30. What I'm seeing is these women are tired and their legs are tired. They're coming out hot and they're scoring a ton in the first half. So I do recommend a lot of first half props if you see those. And then for second half, if you could live bet it, I would take some unders if they look like they started off hot and the line for the live bet for the rest of the game looks like it's a little too high. So I have a couple picks for you, and then I decided to put together a same game parlay for some plus money and see how that goes. So you will see images that come up on the screen. Those will be from a data app called Outlier. There's a link in the description that'll give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So his first pick that I like is Sabrina Ionescu over 4.5 rebounds, minus 130. She's gone over in 3 out of 4 games in this series, and she should be playing most of the game. My game theory is that a lot more shots are going to be missed. The longer this game goes, the slower it gets. And the Minnesota Lynx, their one weakness this entire season has been giving rebounds up to guards. And it's shown a little bit here with Sabrina Ionescu. She's been able to hit this line for most of the games. So she should be playing 37 to 40 plus minutes. She should be on the court pretty much the entire game. And with some missed shots, the more it goes, I can see her getting some long rebounds. So I do like Sabrina Ionescu there. When it comes to her points, if you look at her points, the playoffs started, she dropped I think it was in the 30s, and then it just slowly has dropped and dropped and dropped to where she shot 0 for 5 from 3 last game. I think her legs are cooked. And if you want an under on her, I think under 17.5 points, might not be a bad play. The only thing is, people are going to say, well, it's a do or die game. Well, last game was a championship clinching game. So I think scoring wise, if you were thinking of taking her points, maybe think twice. She looks like she is just tired. I think they're all tired right now. So if you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? Just put a 5 for game 5, and that helps get this video out there for more people to see. And if you'd like to get away from something like Prizepicks, something with more options, check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, and ChalkBoard. Use promo code FINDAROUND11 on any of these. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. Links are in the description. That'll take you straight there with the promo code. And thank you to anyone who uses those. So this next pick, you might not agree with it, but it's Napheesa Collier under 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. She has gone under in every single game in this series, and she has gone over just once in the past 2 seasons against the Liberty. And now I know you may be saying, oh, well, Napheesa Collier is going to just turn up because it's it's do or die. Well, last game was do or die with their backs against the wall, and she shot just 10 shots. And, all these finals games have been pretty much, you need to win to win the championship, and she still hasn't gone over this line. So the Liberty's focus is going to be on Napheesa no matter what. They're going to send Jonquel Jones after her. They're going to send big bodies after her. And for context, Napheesa Collier is 6'1", Jonquel Jones is 6'6", so it's pretty tough matchup for her. They get the ball out of her hands and they ask her teammates to beat them, and they have been doing well so far at that, but they're not going to let her get hot, because once she gets hot, everyone else can get hot around her, and they're tough to beat. They're still tough to beat even with her not doing as good. I mean, she's still doing great. If you look at the line, she's getting close, but she's just not getting to this line. So this did get bumped up from 32.5. That's why I'm taking the under. This probably will get bumped down. But like I said, with just the theory of, well, she's going to turn up. If that's your reasoning, well, then she should have done it last game and gone over this line. Or the game before. So that's Napheesa Collier under 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So this same game parlay. The first one I want to add to it is going to be Sabrina Ionescu over 3.5 rebounds, just dropping it down by 1 to minus 265. That makes this a 71% hit rate on the season and 85% rate on the last 20 games for 4+ rebounds. And then adding to that, I like Kayla McBride, who's been very consistent in this series. She had one bad game where she didn't shoot well. I did look at her points. She doesn't do too great on the road, but in this series, she has shot well. She can be one of those people that does disappear. But I do like her for over 1.5 3-pointers made at minus 340. She's gone over in every single game versus the Liberty this season in 75% of the last 20 games. She shoots about 7.5 3-pointers a game. I did take a look at her regular line at 2.5. That's minus 110. I don't think that's a bad single bet. She has gone over in 3 out of the 4 games in this finals. So that's not a bad single bet, but if you just knock it down by 1, we can add it to this parlay. And I also forgot to mention, she is shooting 46% from 3 over the last 5 games. That is a great 3-point shooting percentage. And then this last one to add on to here, I couldn't find 12.5 on Fanduel, so the best I could get to make it look like a consistent line was Jonquel Jones over 9.5 points at minus 410. She's gone over in every single game in the finals. I think she's been one of the most consistent scorers because her shots are not always jump shots. She is getting the ball down low. She is the mismatch, 6'6". She's turning around. She's getting layups and easy shots that does not wear you down like someone like Sabrina Ionescu, who's taking jump shot after jump shot after jump shot and just getting weak legs. Jonquel Jones, you can feed it to her in the third, in the fourth, and she can back it down and get points. So this play does have a 72% hit rate on the season and a 75% hit rate over the last 20 games. You put these 3 together and you get a plus 118 on FanDuel. Obviously, I could add more legs with like Courtney Williams and other players, but I'm just gonna stick with 3 just to get it over plus money. And not go too crazy on it. So hope you do well. If you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there, talk about WNBA for the finals, football, NBA coming up, all that good stuff. It's free. You can just hop on in there. And as far as the recap goes for my last game, for game 4, I had Courtney Williams over points plus assists, and she hit that. And I had Bednaja Hamilton over 5.5 rebounds plus assists. She had 4 going into halftime, and this is what I said. They just get tired. She ended up with 1 in the second half. She played the entire fourth quarter and did absolutely nothing. Some of these players just disappear in the second half, and it's not just like supporting players. There's superstars too who just stop. And I've seen it with Sabrina Ionescu. She's definitely a play for an under in the second half. Even Breanna Stewart, it finally caught up to her last game where she couldn't do much. Like I said, I think these women are just tired. So I really enjoyed this season. I will catch you in NBA if you decide to join me there. God bless you all. It's Final Round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you next season for WNBA if you don't choose to do NBA. Bye.